The House has officially passed a bill demanding that the Justice Department release all of the Epstein files, and it happened with an extremely rare show of unity. The bill sailed through with a massive 427-1 vote. The last time the House saw those exact numbers was back in 1997. The low no vote came from Republican Representative Clay Higgins. Afterward, Higgins explained his decision in a post on X. He said he's been firmly against the bill from the beginning because he believes it undermines the American criminal justice process. He said, quote, "If enacted in its current form, this type of broad reveal of criminal investigative files released to a rabid media will absolutely result in innocent people being hurt." However, he did add that if the Senate were to amend the bill to protect victims' privacy, as well as the privacy of any Americans who are named but not criminally implicated, he would support the revised version when it returns to the House. House Speaker Mike Johnson's yes vote surprised many, especially since he publicly accused the bill of not protecting victims. But he made it clear that he shares Higgins' concerns and believes the bill needs changes.
It fails to fully protect victim privacy. It could create new categories of victims. It potentially jeopardizes grand jury secrecy. It fails to prohibit release of child sexual abuse materials that are not appropriately defined in the legislation. It jeopardizes future federal investigations, and we have national security concerns regarding classified information. We need to say clearly for the record, as a Speaker of the House, I'm saying to you, this legislation that will pass today is flawed and it must be amended. The question is, why didn't we amend it here before we passed it? Because the authors won't allow it. Because under the rules of the House, under a discharge petition, they have to agree to consent for the legislation to be amended, and they're not doing that. So now we rely upon our partners in the other chamber to get that done.
On Sunday, Trump urged Republicans to support the bill after telling them not to. And on Monday, he said he would sign it when it got to his desk. One of the bill's Republican sponsors, Thomas Massie, said given the president's authority, he could simply order the DOJ to release the files instead of having it go through Congress. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said he plans to move it through the Senate quickly once it arrives. Johnson said he's spoken with Senate Majority Leader John Thune, and he feels confident that the Senate will make the necessary adjustments.